Right. So the big things that'll happen, you'll get clogs, or you'll get where the feeder jams or something along that line. So if you're melting plastic, every time you melt the plastic and cool it down and remelt it, the plastic can crystallize, so you can form crystals, which then don't behave in the same lamellar flow as it would be as regular plastic that hasn't been crystallized. So these things can lead to little artifacts within the nozzle, which can cause clogs. So one of the biggest problems you're going to have is clogging of the nozzle, where you have to go through and clean like you would an old printer cleaning jams, but this one, instead of jam paper, you have jam plastic in the little hole. The other things being there's a temperature regulator and a heater inside that head, and either one of those can go bad. So it might say that it's only at 220 degrees Celsius when really it's shooting at 500 degrees Celsius, at which point you now have a fire hazard sitting there. So, it's important to have a good printer and also to be aware.
Because generally with the bigger support central orthotic 3D print lab, in my case, when we've had issues, they've shipped us a new nozzle head. Well, and we shipped the old one out, and they deal with it. But we have had kind of the Apollo 13 situation where they've walked us through some easy fixes that involve a couple of the smaller screwdrivers to just take a look at the connection settings. Sometimes the connections get a little heated up, and just a little bit of minimal heat and cooling and vibration can then cause that connection to slightly unpair, and then it just requires a recoupling.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's a lot of little connectors. Everyone has to be seated properly.
I want to show people a finished product before we wrap it, Brian.
Yeah.
And give people how to contact you